Ori, and welcome to the no assist here for round four as I'm just getting some technical issues ironed out yet again. And I'm joined by JONNYB.
Hello! How is everyone this
Just let us
evening?
know if we can be heard or I need to iron out further technical issues. So we've got our first drivers here on track. Now just check myself about the audio. Testing, testing. Soggy Q2, soggy race start.
Oh, let me get mine ready. There we go. I am good. I'm ready to go as we've got Parin and Jack out on track, which I only just
Yeah,
found
Power
out
and Jack.
is Wizard Mitten.
Yeah, audio all good. Yeah, he changed his name. He put a message about it recently in the server about. There's some deeper meaning behind it. That one that I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's gonna be an interesting one in this new era for him. But to focus on it, what we've got here today is the round four in the championship to give you an overall picture of the landscape in the no assist here at this point in the season. In the standings, we've got Willow with one race win and four podiums. He's on 73 points. Then behind him is John 67, Deflated Wee on in third on 63, Codcamper in fourth with 54 points, and Killian, our newcomer, the reigning assist here champion, of 41 points in your top five so far. In the Drivers' Championship in the Constructors, it's V-Carb, Alpine, Williams, Sauber, and McLaren in that order. So it's proving to be very close as we've got our front runners like Willow really trailblazing what is possible in this season so far.
This season's going to be quite interesting because there's quite a few people, as you probably just heard from the points, all in contention. So it's going to be tight racing, I think, from start to finish, as it already has been, to be honest. Um, the midfield seems to be not separated by hardly anything, and yeah, it's gonna get tasty, I think.
Yeah, definitely tasty
Oh,
indeed. We've got Chivers here retired from the session at an early point so far in our first session of the qualifying.
is that retired or did he do a boo boo? I think
Unknown, but we do have Powen setting our fastest lap of the session so far as he now continues in his cooldown lap through the centre S's of turns 1 and 2. Focusing on other people, we've got that guy on a lap right now. He's going through turn 6, turn 7, now through to turn 8. The tough braking zones, easy to lock up here into Sector 2 as I've learned in my own practice.
that guy on the hard tires as well. I don't know what they will be like. He'd be able to do multiple runs, but regards to quickness and time, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he gets on with this one. As John top of the leaderboards with a 107.6.
Yeah, we've seen in the practice lobby the times went down into the 17.2s and 3s, so that could be our projected pole time for when it come in Q3 or yeah, come Q3 is English gets to me. There, I think Jack in fifth place is doing a double outlap. Yeah, going on board with Deflated Me, the man fighting for the championship, one of those. He missed out on it last season, although it was very close between him and John, but he is seeking to get that first championship. He's won in Formula 2 and I believe Assist Tier 1 a few seasons ago. But it's very close to him and John, those rivals. We now go on board. We're going to switch over to our featured driver for today, David. He is a massive Lewis Hamilton fan who's been to the British Grand Prix in real life 6 times. Speaking of that, Silverstone is his favourite circuit in real life, although in the game it is, I believe, Jeddah. His his season goal is to improve on the new equipment, the new pedals mainly that he's got, and have a laugh with friends in the community as well. But now he finishes turn 12 up to turn 13 as we go through that DRS detection zone. Going to have that flap open for the Ferrari down the main straight up to the finish line. That is a 1 minute 8.8.
I think he might be all right on that time there because these are only their first runs. Like, you don't want to burn up all your sets of tyres. I mean, depending on how many laps he's already done on this set, he might be all right to go again on this set. So we'll keep a track on the rest, see what the times come in at. But I think he might be all right. He might be safe to come through on that one. Well, in fact,
Yeah.
he should be, considering Shivers is already retired. So that leaves, well, he would have to drop all the way down to 16th, basically.
Nico saying in the chat, David's a Jeddah merchant, can confirm. That guy on hard seen that before. And also Killian Art, stand-in weatherman. Q2 is soggy and a soggy race start. Yeah, I mean, the projected knockout time will be a lot lower of one person get eliminated who will set a lap time here. Shivers retiring, I don't know for what reason, as well as Rothwell backing out on his first lap of the session.
Who have we got? We got Prev just up to the line there. He goes P9. Just trying to see. We got Jacobs out on an out lap for the minute. I think he's going to be Codcamper's on a cool down lap. Yeah, so I think we got Jakob at the moment out on a lap. I think the rest of them are all racing to either get back to the pits or on a cool down.
Yeah, I mean, Jakob here looking, perhaps he's looking for another time to cement getting through to Q2, but I'm not sure what he's thinking here. He's one of those drivers who seems to be almost 100. I mean, actually, I won't tempt fate here, but almost through to Q2 as our current knockout times are 13.6. But we're gonna have to see what he's going on here, Jakob. Now as he goes through the first two corners, the Senna S's. Now through turn 3 of that first DRS zone of the lap after the start-finish straight. Focusing on this driver specifically, he's doing his 63rd race start today, and he's looking to get his 39th point finish, but he's invalidated that lap, unfortunately, not going to improve on an 8.4.
So who do we have? There's Powen on an out lap, but one of the Mercedes going through turns 3. I believe that's Wizard Min. It is. So he's going for another run. So this will be a new set, and he has just invalidated.
Can you re-invite Deton by any chance?
I can.
Yes, I don't have him added. Congratulations to Killian for being on a 10 stream streak. As Deton just clarifying, he's had a game crash at the pit exit. Unfortunate. Should be able to get you back in, although I can't confirm to you how much time we have left in the session.
I've just invited him back.
Beemanens too. Yeah, JONNYB has invited you. You should be getting him back in, so it should be good. Is Prev about to finish his lap here on his 122nd race start? He improves to 8th place on a 108.6. As we got Deton back in the session.
Sweet.
But we'll go on board with his teammate now, Ayers. He goes up to the line through turns 13 and 14, 15.
Drains the rest of his battery up to the line. Where does that set him? P8. Solid lap.
Yeah, solid lap indeed. I mean, Rothwell just needs to be a 13.6 to guarantee himself a Q2 spot.
We've still
This
got
is second set of dry tyres.
Yeah, I think that could be a second set. So whether he had a slight hiccup on his first run, but I mean he has plenty of time on Q1, so you got just over 8 minutes left. But you don't want to warm up your tires like that.
Yeah, it's a natural snap out of turn 10. because of the way there's like I don't know if it's a bump or something, but like if you put the power on too early, it sends your car into a spin or worse, the barrier.
I think it could
You can
be.
get a red wing from it.
Yeah, it could possibly be the camber of the road, like the way the road angles as you exit that corner. So you got to be careful. You got to be sure when you put the power down. But he's given it a go on this lap, so as he barrels into turn one, hopefully without locking up, it gets it nice and smooth. Keeps a little bit of speed through here. Burns the rest of the battery more than likely up to the line.
He's
DRS.
starting on a lower charge though, Rothwell.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if he already started a lap and then backed out of it and then went to go again. Yeah, he must have done because this is where he turned off the battery on the last lap. So as he invalidates
He's
again.
invalidated again. Oh dear.
Yeah,
That is most unfortunate for Rothwell.
he's got time. Like, he does have time. Hopefully he has the fuel. Yeah, he's got enough fuel. Eton is finally back out on track. So hopefully he has no issues. We have one of the Mercedes just starting a lap. How did he keep that in track limits?
I'm not sure. It seems to me that he's guaranteed to be through to the session, but we don't want to continue our reputation of accidentally cursing people's fortunes.
Yeah, we've racked up some reputation in the last like 2-3 weeks.
Indeed. As our knockout time is currently a 17.5 here in Q1.
God.
Oh, Falcon Master's having an issue there, but he's turned off the battery, I think.
Yeah, he's turned off the battery. He might go again this lap, but I know Deton is now on his lap. He gets a little out of shape there, coming out of that corner. Whacks the battery back on. And this is where that horrible, it's either a camber or like a bump, like you say. It's something is off on that corner. He goes back up to hot lap, burns a little bit of battery, probably the rest of it, I reckon, to the line. DRS wide open, keeping a nice tight line up against this like pit entry. Cross the line to do a 10.5.
Yeah, it was Rothwell on the pit exit now. As our knockout time is a 13.6. I think is that Deton going off?
Yeah, he's just staying out of the way.
Yeah, staying out of the way for Prev. Is Rothwell specifically here, going through sector 2 on his outlap? What do you think? What do we think he'll be feeling right now as he fights for a place in Q2?
As he's already been out on track twice, I reckon he might be a little nervous because Rothwell doesn't normally make little mistakes like that, like literally like that, just trying to warm up the tyres and going a little too wide and going onto the grass and locking up. So I think he's a little nervous, but he will want to definitely improve that time, definitely. So we'll see how he gets on this push lap.
Yeah, he crosses the line now into turn 1. Now going through the center S's of turns 1 and 2. Important to brake somewhere around the 50, but not to go too deep and not to cut the track too much there for the second part of the corner. Through Curve of the Soul, turn 3. The DRS flap open down this first full straight of the lap with the DRS as that guy retires as well. Into turn 4. Important not to take too much curb or invalidate on this exit here. This is a bump that can unsettle the car. Now taking the correct amount of speed here through Casino de Lago. I don't have the trap. Oh god, he's invalidated actually as I going deep into thought. Rothwell has invalidated and he is under threat of getting eliminated here in our Q1 session.
He does have the fuel and he does have the tyres and he definitely has, as Padge has now finally joined, and he definitely has the time to do another lap. Padge, if he's quick, if Padge is quick, he should be able to select a car, do a lap. As Rothwell, he is gonna go again. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it'd be wise
Yeah,
because I don't think he'd have enough time to actually get in, get out again. So he is gonna go again.
yeah. Yeah, going again indeed, now through the centre S's for the second time in a row. Now through to Curve de Sol here in Sector 1. DRS open again for the RB driver now into turn 4 as he's already gone through Eteroposta, now through Decidia de Largo. Going through up now to Ferradura. That is the corner name. I was getting confused there. But carrying the speed through, light tap on the brakes. It's important to make sure you go a bit wide just to open up the track into curve into turn 8, which doesn't have a name, but into Pinheirino turn 9. I'm not reading this off a Wikipedia document. Now through Bico di Pato turn 10, and then turn 11 Magulio, then Zheng Cao turn 12. Important to get a good exit here on the exit. I've just said that twice, but it is important to carry that speed through as this can decide the rest of your lap. Now Rothwell looking to beat that 13.6 at lap time set by Wizard Mitten, now called IIRL Jack, up to the line. It's a 109.7. That should guarantee him safety to Q2.
He's done all of that effort, and I've got a funny feeling Padge, if he's quick, yeah, he should make it. He should make the line. Should. I was
It's going
gonna
to be close
say,
now.
yeah, it's gonna be close. I was gonna say, I hope I hope Rothwell hasn't done that with that effort to then realise that he might have already been through anyway. But Padge should make the line, but it's gonna be close.
He's going to get the best of those track conditions now as Deton is going to set his final lap of the session. If you have, let's go on board with him. Through the first part of the lap, you'll see braking around the 50 just after. Important not to lock up here, as you can see the left tyre screeching, not to take too much curb there as well.
One thing to remember as well within the race, that is so important to get your braking into that turn 1 and keep it through the center S's. It's so hard to keep the car stable, facing the right direction. It's hard doing it in qualifying, but it's even harder in the race.
Yeah, most difficult indeed, but we're going to go on board actually with Padge. He's setting his first and only session of our Q1 here in this no assist tier. Looks like he's got some good, decent pace here, the man with the one of the highest amount of starts in the league. His teammate Deflated Wee with 304, and that is the absolute most, and that is the record. Believe had his second or third, but he goes through Ferradura and turn 7, Curva du Larangino. I'm butchering that actually. Just pronounce it as turn 7, turn 8, and then turn 9. Through this flowing section, sector 2, where it's important to have the high downforce. Padge goes a bit wide, but he doesn't unsettle the car. Now through to Magulio, turn 11, then Zheng Cao, turn 12. Padge setting a purple sector 2, so going faster than Deton, although the Aston Martin driver's already crossed the line. Padge, though, up to the line here in Brazil, looking to get through to Q2. And up to the line, draining that battery. That possible 6%.
And he does, he makes
and
it through.
He's through.
Which knocks
Padge
out.
is through on one lap.
Which knocks out Wizard Mitten.
Yeah, that is the results of your session, everybody. Our eliminated drivers are Deton, Jack, and Chivers. And then those through in reverse order: Padge, Rothwell, David, our featured driver, Falcon Masters. I think on his no assist debut, Prev, Aya, Tuomas, Powen, Jakob, that guy, Killian, also known as SV5S Scuderia, Codcamper, Willow, Deflatably, and John in P1. With a 7.6. Nico saying in the chat, Ethan's not here to curse, don't worry. Come on, Rothwell, one clean lap. Rothwell is through into Q2, which we have been informed is raining, and you can see that on your screen.
Yes, yes, it is. It is raining now. This is going to be a flurry. This is going to be hard to actually keep on track with now because there is going to be a flurry of cars all out for, I would imagine, long periods of time.
Yeah, that's the thing in F1 25. With the progressively drying track, you usually want to go out for two flying laps in terms of fuel. So you'll want to go roughly 5 to 6 laps worth of fuel in your car as the track's just constantly evolving, and we see a lot of our drivers going out
In fact, I
uh,
think
for
nearly
the
everyone.
pretty much the whole grid. Yeah.
On my screen, is everyone going out on softs? Yes, they are. Everyone in my screen's going out on softs.
Oh, it must be getting progressively wetter. That's why literally everyone's going out.
Apart from Codcamper, who selected Inters, but he hasn't actually come out the pits yet.
Yeah. Oh, it must be getting progressively more wet.
Yeah, I'm on board with Jakob at the moment, and there's no raindrops as of yet. So I think, to be honest, who's first of this train?
John.
I think he,
Oh, 5-time no assist champion.
I think he might have done the right thing here because if he can survive this lap,
He's through.
he's through. He might well have done the right thing here. Everyone barreling out of the pits as they're all jockeying for position behind.
Let's go on board with John. We'll see how the conditions are. Yeah, it looks like very tough out there. There's the rain's just progressively settling on the track. These may be the only laps you see here in Q2. If we go back to the non-onboard camera. Deton saying still can't qualify as it seems. You're going to have to do it all in the race again. Well, you've done it time and time again, Deton. You're one of our most experienced drivers. As I recall, 134 race starts to date. So I think you've got it in the bank, mate.
Oh my god, these conditions look horrific. I'm still on board with John.
Oh, is he got his little snap there?
Yeah.
You mentioned that, JONNYB.
The conditions look awful.
I have a feeling it'll be a one lap and done type of thing.
Yeah.
As John gets beaten by someone in the middle sector times. As I forgot to put the things on, I completely forgot. Nico, unfortunately, we're not really going to see any wet running. I think this will be the only lap times we see in the session.
If that being the case, it might be a very short session because a lot of people might just get back to the pits, retire. As the times come flood, I can't even keep up with how many times are coming in now as they all start to cross the line.
Yeah, it's very close, but we've got the Mercedes crossing the line. Our current knockout time is a 13.0 from Tuomas, as I think, is that Codcamper having an incident? Yeah, you can really see it's got bad now.
There was a bit of a kerfuffle in the pit exit there. I don't know who was involved, but
Codcamper is currently out this session. We could see Codcamper eliminated from Q2 here in Brazil.
it's a condition. Yeah, as you can now see the raindrops in the pit lane. So these conditions are now just going to get worse.
Yeah, it looks like as it stands, Codcamper are reigning realistic tier champion out him 15th in Q2 as he was a bit late to get these conditions, well as Padge, Rothwell and David, our featured driver. It's unfortunate for him. We've seen how he is adapting to the new pedals he's got. He was saying in the paddock in the last few weeks how he's had to unlearn 4 years worth of muscle memory on his old Thrustmaster pedals.
Yes, as I know firsthand what it's like changing wheel. It's taken me a solid 11 months to get used to a different wheel. And
Oh wow.
I've come from a direct drive to go onto another direct drive, just a slightly more expensive one, and the difference is silly. So yeah, I
Silly good or silly
silly
chops
good,
not
silly
good?
good, but
Okay.
it's just a difference. It's a difference that takes a long time to get used to because it's so precise, so accurate. It's yeah, that's the huge difference. And the
You can
pedals.
see, yeah, there must be quite a big difference, but so I suppose another big difference here in this session is Padge is struggling to get the grip down. Yeah,
Hmm.
the Alpine driver spinning a lot here in Sector 2, as I'd imagine it's near on impossible on slicks now.
Yeah, he can barely turn coming out one of those corners. And he's got it on none as well, may I just add to that. So,
Deton saying, I feel like I could do a better performance with my GT3 Nissan if it's raining. COD doing 20 Max 2024 then. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He's one of our well-known front runners here in NA. That seems to be all she wrote for qualifying 2 here in Brazil for round 4 of the No Assist Championship IRL Season 10, as we got our drivers now progressively retiring. That may mean
mm,
that... Oh, is
yeah,
Codcamper's going out
Codcamper's
again on
coming
the
out,
Inters?
but he hasn't actually set a time. So, whether he thinks he's got enough to get to, well, that's a tall order.
He could beat Padge, to be fair. Padge has only set a 41.0, so he could beat Padge.
Yeah, but then Padge has the opportunity to go to
Sorry, Killian.
Inters.
I forgot. We have been mentioning it, but I always seem to get a couple things every week. Cod Antuomas, his teammate on the Inters, giving that a test. Although for Tuomas, I'm not entirely sure why. He seems to be through to Q2.
Yeah, that's unless he's just doing it for practice. I mean, what is the weather doing for the race? Did they say that the race is a wet start?
Yeah, stand-in weatherman Killian saying that it's a soggy start, in his words.
Yeah, so I mean, Thomas, to be honest, those people, yeah, Thomas, ain't a bad idea. Get a little bit of a feel for it rather than jumping straight into it.
Hmm.
I'd imagine, to be honest, that's probably what Codcamper's doing. Because
Oh, DRS is disabled. It didn't even see that, my bad.
yeah, I
It's an
reckon.
interesting one.
Yeah, I think Codcamper might be just going around for the sake of it because he might beat Padgia, providing he doesn't
Yes.
invalidate. He might beat Padge, but he's getting a feel for it now if it's going to be a wet start.
Yes. We'll have to see.
And it looks awful.
Oh, he's had an incident there, Codcamp. He's lawn mowing on the grass here in Sector 2.
He is. Is he trying one of his practice lobby lines that he was choosing earlier? Oh, and he just clips the grass under braking. Well held. Yeah, so we got a couple into runners at the moment. We've got his teammate Thomas out on inters.
Indeed.
Yeah, track looks yeah, really greasy.
Yeah, that's should we say that's all she wrote for Q2?
I
It's
will,
hard.
yeah,
I don't want to say anything, but
yeah.
seems to be it. Yeah. So out in Q2, David, Rothwell, Jakob, Padge, and Codcamper. The latter at the end being the notable exit here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Codcamper come back out simply just because of just time on track, to be honest, in the wet.
Just going into the paddock, Padge saying no, there was no grip when it was dry.
Oh. Hmm. This track on this game, I don't know what they've done to it, but it doesn't feel like previous games. This track, it's almost like it's exactly, you should have a lot more grip than what you actually do on this track. Because on previous games, you could throw it around and be absolutely fine. But on this game, you can't really throw it around like you used to because of the low grip.
It's going to be an interesting one, though. The strategy is we've got Padge going out again. I think he wants to cement himself with a better time. But in these tough conditions, it's going to be an interesting one to see. But in the meantime, focusing on the race, we're looking, as I think a few of the drivers have said, an easy one-stop here. I think from the mediums to the hards. As your tyre wear rates for Brazil, for these dry tyres, is 6.2% for the softs, 5.4% for the mediums, and 4.2% for the hards, with your pit loss being roughly 19.7 seconds. And that one stop, your pit window is lap 12 to lap 15. So we should see many of the drivers, most of which who are on the wheel and pedals, should be going for that one stop.
It is tricky to overtake around Brazil. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. It's tricky to overtake around Brazil on this game. So, we hopefully should see some interesting moves in some weird places. Like, through, like, Sector 2 and, like, the beginning of Sector 3. So, because it's very hard to just keep with someone on this track. Padge showing us an excellent display how slippery turn 3 is.
Indeed. Through now turn 4.
As he sort of turned in hope.
Pace, I guess.
Yeah, he's just sort of going through turn 4 there, and he sort of turned in like hope. Like you've seen the wheels turn and nothing really happened.
As I have done some research, and it is proven through turn 10, the old wheel flicking can come into play for some extra lap time. It's a slight wheel flick is the meta through turn 10. Bico to Pato. Our favourite subject to talk about here in the commentary box, wheel flicking.
Yes, yeah, there's still something I can't do, and I still can't get my head round. It looks so unnatural.
Yeah, it was Willow, championship leader, was one of the drivers doing it, and he was setting the pace at Mexico.
Yeah.
We've got Jakob and Cod on outlaps. 1 minute 24 seconds to go.
That's cutting it close. But yet again, they could be doing exactly what I said. Could be going out for a feel, see what it's like. So then they're not just aimlessly sat there. It's not a horrendous thing to do. At the end of the day, the people that went out on softs, you could sort of sit back and go, yeah, that.
DRS enabled. Sorry to bump in there, Johnny V.
Interesting.
So it's getting drier, I think.
Which bodes well for Q3.
What Codcamper's doing now. I'm not sure what Codcamper's doing here. As I forgot to say, in the meantime, Padge improved to an 18.9. Is he getting out of Padge's way, or giving his teammate a slipstream?
Maybe giving his team. No, I don't. I have no idea.
Oh, wait, Tuomas is on the softs.
He's through. He knows he's through. Okay. This is okay. But this is interesting.
The Sauber's working together here to get that slipstream.
Yes,
Very
yes, they are.
distant one for Tuomas.
Is it trying that fast?
Is it trying that quickly?
I don't know. I'm just going on board with Thomas, and he is getting grip down.
This is miraculous here in Q2. Codcamper might have just tried to. If he may have risked it on the softs, and he may have let a teammate not go through to Q3 here.
Um,
Can we get some analysis on the track here? Actually, it seems to be drying very quickly.
I
There's no
have
sheen
not
either.
seen this. The only thing is that he won't have. Yeah, he's very easy on the throttle. But the only thing he won't have is obviously now it has rained is track evolution. He won't have that, so it would be like driving on the track for the first time.
He's
Okay.
lost ground to Codcamper as well.
I didn't expect it to dry that quickly.
This is miraculous.
He's through anyway.
Codcamp. Yeah, Codcamper goes 14th as Tuomas finishes 10th in P5. So that is Q2. That's all she wrote. That rain practically decided the session here, but got a few runners out towards the end. So we've got Willow in P1, John P2, Deflated Wee P3, Killian P4, Aya P5, Pound P6, That Guy P7, Falcon Masters P8, The Prev P9, Tuomas P10, and David P11, Rothwell with a 5-place grid penalty in P12, Jakob P13, Cod P14, our biggest name out, and Padge P15. That's interesting. So what has Rothwell got a 5-place grid penalty for?
It says collision with Yaka, but I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that means Codcamper and Padge are going to be starting P12 and P13.
Hmm.
Yeah, Codcamper in my natural habitat in this league. In the assist tier. Is Q3 is back to dry for our drivers here, so it's looking to be most likely a run on the older soft tyres that they would have used before, and then one final run in the 2-minute 50 or less to go.
They should have 2 new sets of soft. Depending on tyre allocation, they should have 2 new sets of soft. So you'll probably see,
right.
yeah, you will probably see 2 new sets go out. Providing on the people that didn't go through 2 sets in the start of Q1, and depending on how many, if you just done 1 run each session, when it comes to Q3, you should have 2 new sets. Yeah, a fair few people that I've jumped on board with seems that they have got new sets. Yeah. See the distinctive sheen on the outside of the tyres.
Indeed. We go on board here with our championship leader, Willow. As he's getting his everything prepared there. Battery charged and ready in the V-carb as well. So who are we going to predict for pole, JONNYB, or do we not want to seal anybody's fate?
No, I do. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say anything. I don't think it's going to be as clear cut, but I'm not saying anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. The major lockup there for Willow into turn 1. He's doing his landmark 95th race start, and he's looking to extend his lead of the extend his lead in the championship as well. He's got his 36th pole position. He's currently got the record in IIRL for the most at 35, but dare say I may have commentators cursed him myself as he invalidates on the exit of turn 4 and in the turn 5 area. We'll go on board with another driver here, Ayahuasca.
It carries a lot of speed through turn 4 there. Hopefully the car in front of him gets out the way or keeps out the way. Yes, as he does. It's just braking on point as he throws the car through, keeping off the brakes and letting it roll through these next following few corners, making sure you keep as much minimum speed up as you can as he gets back on the power, back on the battery for a little squirt up to this corner that is crucial. Got to carry as much speed as possible, get back on the traction, race and burn a lot as much battery as you can up to the DRS line. Maybe getting a distant tow here from the Haas in front from Killian, and comes up to the line, sets himself up perfectly.
Yeah, he has in the end. As just going on board with Killian, he is just navigating his part of the session here, as well as going on board with. We can also have a look at Willow's perspective. He is, I think, is on a cooldown lap as Killian is on a timed lap, I believe. Yep,
Yeah,
going through to...
Killian's time lap. Yeah, sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Sometimes I talk too much for my own good, but so you go through Pinherin, I can't even pronounce it, turn 9, through to Bico Departo, turn 10, then Magula, turn 11, important to carry the speed, but there is a small bump somewhere that I've experienced in practice. Jean-Carl, turn 12, and then the Nameless, turn 13. Turns 14 and the namesake's favourite corner, Killian, turn 15 at a different circuit. If you get the reference, let me know in the chat. But Killian goes up to front row, 3/10 of lap original.
It's a solid time.
7.9.
Solid time. Well done, Killian. Here's a little round of applause. Well done.
Yeah,
That was a solid
round
time.
of applause from us. Well done. I believe a 7.9 is his PB. But actually no, it's 7.8 as John goes 3/10 quicker than that to go provisional pole. Yeah. Power now up to the line. That is a 8th place to the 8.5. So that is our last man to set a lap so far.
You will notice that a few cars will be going around on double out laps. So they'll do their push on their third run. Second? Am I getting confused? It's 2 out laps.
No, I don't think you are.
Yeah, no, it's 2 out laps.
Yes.
Yeah, I was right. So yeah, you'll see that a lot. The main reason being is the minimum fuel it's too much, so they'll be burning off fuel to be as light as possible. Their actual fly and run.
Yeah, is it you usually have about 1.2 laps worth of fuel by the time you cross the line at the end of if you do one time lap and one out lap?
Yeah. So if we go to yeah, I'm not going to say it out loud, but you do start with a lot of fuel, even when you go out on min fuel. So it is good, but it's personal preference. You know you can get the advantage of peaky tires if you don't want to do a double out lap, or do the other alternative strategy and burn as much fuel as possible and do a double out lap. Be as light as possible.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting one there, the double out lap. I think maybe I'll have to employ that myself in my own practice. Nico, will there be a time in the 6s though? I mean, John set his first lap and he's done 17.3. I wouldn't rule it out, but I can't say. I think John's best time in the practice session earlier today was 17.2.
It was a 107.096. That was his best time. So we might do, but I'm also pretty confident that the track isn't going to be at its best as it has just rained in the session before.
Yeah, Jack saying, sorry guys, I can't do this anymore, I'm in so much pain. I mean, fair enough, if you're not feeling very good, don't force yourself. It's all a bit of fun. If you need to prioritize your own health. So that's completely fair enough.
Yeah.
Rest up, and we hope you get better
Yeah,
soon, mate.
you rest up, mate. I've been there, done that. It's not very nice. I ended up violently ill.
Quitting the race.
Yeah, but I was violently
Oh,
ill
when you had
after.
COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. It wasn't. It was a great result, but I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, no, you rest up, dude.
Yeah, I remember I had a bug myself about a month ago, and I'm not going to describe what I was feeling, but I was not feeling very good. So if there was a race in that time, I probably wouldn't have turned up myself.
It was.
Although I managed to get better.
It was not that long ago that I actually ended up missing a race because I was sick. So, yes.
Oh yes, I remember this. Yeah.
Yes. So, and I am only, well, to be honest, I'm only just getting over it now. I'm still a bit bunged up. So, you
It's
probably,
glad to see you're on the recovery there.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of one of those. My job helps because I'm on my own in a lorry all the time. I'm the only person I'm hurting is myself. I'm only going to be ill in the cab on my own, aren't I? So I'm not going to get anyone else ill.
So just looking in the paddock, there was I think an impeding or some sort of on-track related in the way-in to do with Killian and Prev, as well as the drivers just discussing that in the paddock during the in between their runs as Prev starts. Is that starting a lap? I think it is.
Where is he? Yes, just started a lap. Is it a brilliant line through the first two, through the center S? That was pretty much spot on. That was right where you want to be. It keeps it
But
within
just to
track
butt in there,
limits.
that guy improves to 107.9 P4.
Right behind that Aya, just in front of Killian. Oh, just in front of Killian. Times are a lot tighter than I thought they would be in Q3.
Yeah, I think it's about 1.2 seconds separating the pack. With our top five all being within, I think that's what, 9/10? No, 6/10 of each other, which is very close. Then we got Prev up to the line here, 108.0.
Ooh. Right, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit.
Not to worry.
As I've had to vacate the room and commentate on what I see through Twitch. And I've left my slippers upstairs. Let me know what's going on.
Not to worry, Johnny. We've got Willow now starting a lap. He's looking to get, as I said earlier, his 36th pole position. So it's going to be a close one. Our current provisional pole is a 17.3 by John, one of the championship challengers, and looking to get his 6th one this season. Now up to the line. Willow, well, not up to the line, up to the DRS line, turn 4. Carrying the speed through, not getting any errors there, slight bottoming out, but that is normal considering the bump we have at that point in the track. So we've got the majority of the grid on laps as well. Up through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn 9 now. They're carrying the speed through. Going to get brake as late as possible. Little wheel flick through to turn 10. Easy to lose the car a bit there, but does not through turn 11. Now through to Jean-Cal. Turn 12. Get a good exit there. I think he does. As well as he also got that purple sector deflated. We also go provisional pole with a 7.1. But Willow, will he get his 36th pole position up to the line?
He is flying.
That's a 7.2. No, very close to that, but
Ooh.
not the case.
Will this man do it again? Will this man be able to do it? Upset a few people by going even faster.
Yeah, John could spoil the deflated Wee's party here and interrupt that pole position for him. Could be... No! That is currently deflated Wee on pole position.
Well done so far. How is Killian getting on? Did Killian beat his time?
I don't know, actually. I couldn't see. I think he did a... I can't see on his steering wheel either, but that is deflated Wee with another pole position. He's joined by John on the front row, then Willow, Killian, Aya, that guy, Prev, Pow, and Thomas, and Fuck Cave Masters. Oh, God. Almost got trouble there, but yeah, Killian beating his PB by
Yeah,
two
I was just,
tenths.
he'll be so happy with beating his own PB.
God, that is a mention in itself.
He'll be so, I know
Um,
he was really, really gassed to be a tenth faster than his own PB. So to be up there on that.
as we've got a rainy start here, as we've got also the 5-minute break.
Oh, I'm still trying to get rid of the rest of my cold.
Not to worry. It's that time of year, isn't it, really?
Yeah, unfortunately, our whole household had it, which kind of sucked because I very rarely get ill, and I was actually saying this to my better half the other day that I think this year alone, I think I've been ill twice, which is
Yeah.
very unheard of for me.
I think I've been ill once. But instead of my annual cold, I had a stomach bug. That's what it was. There's our weatherman Ethan saying hello. Sorry, I'm not racing. Still feeling very ill. Uh, yeah. I hope you get better. I think you've been ill for a long time. I haven't spoken to you for ages too.
Yeah,
Ethan, we can't curse you, yeah, Sneaker saying, but I don't think I've spoken to Ethan for a long over a month.
I've been ill for about
I've
3 weeks.
DM'd you on Discord, mate.
And I didn't realize you
Oh
were ill.
wow.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that's why he's been missing a lot of time in the league recently.
It seems to be everyone's getting it, doesn't it? It's proper. It's running through
Unfortunately.
absolutely everyone. I think about 80% of our workforce is actually off ill at the moment.
Oh right.
Yeah,
It's just something going around, I
yes,
guess.
it is. Yeah, it just seems to be. So my other half works in hospital. There's another version of COVID at the moment.
Ah yeah.
I think I passed it
Is
through
it
my
the?
Xbox.
That's a funny one.
Yeah,
Is it like 'cause when I had COVID, I didn't even feel ill. Is it like that form of
yes,
COVID, or
it's
is it?
very much you don't realize you're ill until you're ill, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm quite sick.
I mean, I think if for me, if I hadn't done a COVID test, I actually wouldn't have felt it. I wouldn't even known I had COVID.
The first time I got COVID,
Well,
I
that
had
was
no
3
idea.
years ago.
Yeah, but yeah, it seems to be there's another version of COVID app going around at the moment, um, which is very much flu-like symptoms, very much like that.
Yeah, whenever
Um,
I get ill, I always do a COVID test just to check.
yeah, but by the sounds of it, I think this what we had recently, it was just generally just a cold. Yeah, again, because I haven't
Yeah.
had just a normal cold in so many years, it's very, very weird. Anyway, enough of colds and people being sick and ill.
Ethan, you've been sitting in bed too long thinking. I'll just say that. We're closer to 2030 than 2020 and closer to 2050 than 2000. Bro, you weren't even there in 2000. How do you know? I'm joking. Ethan, you've been in bed for too
That
long.
that screams someone that
That,
has far too much time sat with Google.
oh, I was swimming. Leave me alone. How are you swimming if you're ill?
floating like you do on
I
holiday.
think you
Like
said you had a virus. But
you can float. You don't
I
need to
don't.
swim.
The last time I swam, I wasn't even. I wasn't even able to get out of bed. Not even swimming, mate. Bro, I meant I was. Oh, shut up! I'm smarter than you. Right, we'll focus on the race though. I
We
think.
got a little bit of time.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yeah, I think we got 1 minute.
Ethan, I don't think you're at that stage. I'll be honest. Might be a bit earlier.
Yes, Deton,
Just
that is the biggest advice I can give you right now.
and try and not get glued to anybody like what happened to me at Monza. Nico saying you weren't even an atom in 2000, mate.
Also swimming through Google too.
That's crazy. If you want to be part of this humour, by the way, just say in the chat if you want to join our league, and you can join for the renowned humour. Ethan,
Yes,
you've got
Discord
too
is
much
just as
time.
funny. And I do believe if you press a command in our Twitch channel, it does bring up the information and the Discord link. Oh, there we go. Thank you. See, it was almost.
I think it's a different one. I don't know, but that is older. Not sure. The only Google games I've ever really played was the coin flip one. Was we're about to go on the formation lap. I'll just name him the Dino game, and Snake, which I beat someone in year 7 by setting a record of 45. For any of my Snake homies out there. But now on the out lap, it's very rainy here in Brazil. Johnny V, there? Oh. Alright, bear with me, folks. Johnny V, are you there? Oh, okay, good, all good, Johnny. Just let me know when you're sorted, mate. But yeah, Deflated Wheat is on pole.
There we go.
Oh,
We're back.
I think we got him back.
Yeah.
We're all good.
No. I'm back.
We
I'm
haven't
back. I'm
lost him.
back. I'm back. No, I was
Here's Johnny.
I was there. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that again. Ethan, don't clip that.
No, sorry. That's my bad. I stepped a little bit too far away from the Xbox.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't really mind. But we got up to the line now. Last car has not approached the grid. I always get a bit of excitement whenever that's said.
Ugh.
Now the last car approaching the line here in Brazil. We're excited for another race start, a tense one at that. Jack taking up 16th place on the grid, Rothwell DSQ'd as well. And we await the 5 lights here in round 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Held for a while, but it's lights out and away we go here in Brazil. Good launch for our pole sitter as well. So the predominantly the front row as well, the second row, and we've got a lot of action going on behind Rothwell. Retaining position, we've got a few people. Oh no, he's not, he's battling. Looks like it's all clean so far as Codcamper up to P11. Now to P10. Deton also up to P... Oh no, he's dropped a bit. We have an incident there between 3 drivers at the back. David, Deton and Shivers have got wing damage, and that is a full course yellow.
That is, I think that's a virtual safety car. As I don't see a yellow dot on the map yet, so that might be just a virtual safety car.
Just go on board and have a look. Usually we'll say...
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, Marshall signaling the yellows.
Um, hmm. There's a few people missing large chunks
Yeah,
of their
virtual
wing.
safety car, virtual safety car.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the back. Yeah. Oh my god, David. That is a start from hell. Oh, just Ethan saying top 10 cringe moments. Yeah, it might be. Poor David. Hopefully he can get his wing sorted as soon as possible.
This
Deton as well,
is
missing a lot of wing.
this
As Trivets
is
does.
the downside to a wet start, especially at a track like Brazil, where you got such a short run right up to the line. It just bunches everyone so close together, especially through the center S's, where you can either drift wide or accidentally lose traction trying to put the power down. It's yeah, you got to be really really careful as you go back to green racing. This deflated wee is now defending from two people very well, I may say, as Willow he manages to squeeze himself through there. It left a little bit of space on exit, but I don't think that was too aggressive. But he managed to sneak P2 away from John there. So John may be looking to just sort of sneak in behind, just wait a couple laps, I reckon he'll probably do. Get a little bit more temperature into those inters. This deflated wee has made a very commanding start as he pushes on through. And Codcamper up to 7th. So, yeah, doing very, very well there. Up 6 places.
Embracing his inner Max Verstappen from 2024.
Powering up 3. As you say, yeah, very well done. This is very, very good leaps and bounds from certain people on the grid. The
Indeed.
deflated wee, looking to sort of offset Willow, shall I say? Because I think if he could get the jump on Willow, or at least build a bit of a gap, Willow's then got to be the one that's in the in the charge, whereas seems to be just sort of glued to the back of deflated wee at this moment in time.
Yeah, I'm on board with him now. He's definitely on the back of it. As you were saying earlier, JONNYB, it's hard to make a move here in the rain, but Willow going for it. Gets it stopped, but they're still battling through turn 4 now, through to turn 5. Willow ahead. They don't touch wheels. And now up to turn 6. It's close. It's usually a fast corner in the dry deflated. We stays ahead. No. Willow is fighting for that position. Up through turn 7. Now to turn 8. They're still going. This fight is amazing here. Deflated Wee giving Willow the space, same both ways. Willow hugging that curve now on the inside to turn 9. Up to turn 10. The crest. Important not to get the line wrong on the exit as well as they keep the space. It's an amazing battle that's gone on for almost the whole of Sector 2 now through to turn 11. Willow is ahead, but we do have a big straight ahead, JONNYB.
Yeah, that was very, very well done. To do that in the wet on practically cold inters, that's impressive. That's impressive. Got to pick your moments, and these three know how to pick them.
And that earned Willow fastest lap as well. That was one of the best battles I've seen in this league ever, and that's why you should join the no assist tier here. These battles
Left
are
enough
truly amazing.
space. Left enough space. Left the respect on the track as well. So that's what you like to see. You do like to see it. You know, there was nothing he could have done any more there. You know, you're gonna drift wide. It being in the wet, you are gonna drift wide. So the other driver that's being overtaken, leaving that space, yeah, I like it. I like to see it. That was very, very, very good to see.
Yeah, amazing battles, but silently, Codcamper has gone up to 4th place. He's gained 9 places so far.
He's on a charge. He definitely, I'd like to say, is using his qualifying as fuel for this race, as he had a bit of a shocker in Q2. So yeah, he's done an amazing job at the moment so far. He's definitely got pace, but he's going to want to get to the back of this top 3 now and just pretty much either stay with him or maybe look to open up a move or an undercut. An undercut's a possibility here. So yeah, depending on what the weather does as well, because we don't know if it's wet for the entirety of the race yet. So as he carries a lot of speed, Codcamper through sector one. That's probably where he's making a lot of his time.
Probably also helps that the dry line is also forming. We can see it on the track, slowly getting there.
One thing that is definitely forming is a gap between Willow and Deflated Wee at the moment. That's crushing pace from Willow at this moment.
Yeah, Willow is one of our drivers who's very well known for the amazing pace he has.
So we got a position change in P9 and 10 between Jakob and Prev. Other than that, pretty much everyone's within the same, as far as I can see, everyone's within the same sort of train. There's a few little clusters.
Yeah, we're seeing it become an increasingly strategical race here in the no assist here. We got this train from 5th to 8th, led by Killian, that beautiful Haas livery. I think we've got McLaren, but they aren't using that British GP livery, unfortunately. It's a very good one, the chrome one, but seems to be everybody sort of managing their race in lap 6,
Yeah,
with 30 to go.
yeah, everyone seems to be sort of starting to now settle in. Now they've got some temperature into the tyres. Now there's a little bit of gap, sorry, a little bit of gap, a little bit of temperature in the tyres, a little bit more grey, shall I say. So, yeah, it's slowly coming through. And that didn't help as my Twitch has decided to freeze. Oh no, we're all good. We're back. So yeah, they'll look to settle in now, do a long sort of stint, and hopefully pick off people that may or may not make some mistakes. So these people in the midfield are in a decent enough space at the moment. You've got all types. This is where wet weather driving like this is where sort of not so much the talent, because all of these drivers have got talent, but it's where your raw speed comes from.
It stopped raining, and it's drying out.
So who blinks first?
Yeah, I can see it now. There's a sheen on the track, and then it's a spray, but it has stopped raining.
So this would normally, Brazil's one of those tracks, isn't it, where you can blister
Oh, hold on, but
around.
Powen going for the move, just to bump in there. JONNYB fighting with Killian through the centre S's full position. The Ferrari looking to beat the customer team here now through turn 3, through curve. Forgot the name at turn 3, but he does get that position, as you were saying, John.
Yeah, Brazil is sort of one of these tracks where you don't realize the time's disappearing because the lap times are so quick around it. You don't realize the time's disappearing, or shall I say, on until it's wet, because the time and the lap time is so quick around here. It feels like a day and an age for the track to actually like dry up.
Yeah, yeah.
So you may see that the track is dry now, but you probably see people still out on inters in lap 12, 13. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's simply down to it being a very, very short track. As I have only just noticed, Power managed to make that move on
Yeah, I
Killian
noticed that as well.
with,
Yeah, but he's got wing damage.
yeah, with wing damage. That's impressive.
Probably explains his straight line speed.
Yeah. Yes, as he has he's checked out, which is at this moment in time, if it's already starting to dry up, DRS will probably be enabled in the next couple of laps. That's pretty huge.
That's usually the sign of when to box, DRS enabled. Although
Mm.
for F26 that would change.
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah, F126 not having DRS anymore, but this active area is going to be interesting.
Interesting, I saw the ERS will drain incredibly quickly on the 2026 cars. So you might have to get that. You remember that thing from F124? You quickly downshift to recharge the battery. It'll be like that, but a lot more intense.
I was reading a very, very interesting article on the 26 cars. I'm not going to bore you with it, but basically it sums up pretty much it just backs up what you just said then, where the battery power is, I think he said, around
Oh, we've
Yes,
got a yellow flag, sorry, in Sector 2, Johnny. I think it's been sorted
we
now.
do. That was very brief. It was a very brief yellow flag. So it might have just been someone either getting out of shape or just slightly going off the track there. But yeah,
Yeah, but you were saying about this article. Sounds
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So the article, like I say, I won't bore you to death with it. The article is basically about what you said, and it said that the battery power that will be deployed, one will deplete very, very quickly. So you could burn, like, let's say, you can start at 100% and get to the end of the straight and have no battery left. But there is no burn battery completely because the battery deployment on the new cars are apparently anything between 150 to 300 brake horsepower. So if you have no battery, you are potentially losing anything around 300 brake horsepower. That's huge.
Prepare for tyres from the session as well. That is also huge, as you were saying, Johnny. It's an interesting one to see what we're going to be going through for the next couple of years in F1. But in our F1 championship, it's interesting to see now as the top three seem to be falling away from each other a bit as Travis DNF'd as well. He retired in the pit lane.
You'll start to see the gaps mainly start to get bigger now as the temperatures start to climb.
John boxing. John's boxing for new tyres. Will these be dries? Sorry, Johnny, I keep interrupting.
Yeah, no, you're all right. It's part of the job. So, as he boxes now, is that a moment where he feels he'll be able to get away for the first like couple of laps? Because he set a trend now. So Killian's in, Powan's in, Thomas is in, Aya stays out. Seeing everyone else
John's
box.
had a snap on pit exit.
Seeing everyone else box, yeah. It'd be interesting. What tyres did he go on to?
Hards. Powan disqualified from the session, blocking the pit lane. Oh, that's an interesting one. I think he's had a bit of an incident with the wall.
Right.
So that's two drivers out of the race. I think he's had it's a common error you can make when leaving the Brazil pit lane.
That's
you can have a snap.
So unfortunate. He was really, really doing well.
Not a good day for the Ferraris here.
That's a double D, and no, it's not a double. No, sorry, I'm getting it. That's just we'll ignore that. That sucks. Yeah, I can see what he's done there. He snapped and then got beached on that exit.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for him. Nico saying whole battery will drain in about 5 seconds, recharge fully in 11 seconds. That sounds both a long time and not a long time.
It's when you say it, you go, oh, well, it's only 11 seconds. Yeah, you do that in a race. 11 seconds in the race it's a year. And to put that into perspective, how much deployment battery does like put into like real life terms, that's a whole Golf GTI that you're losing in power.
Oh my god, that's made me raise my eyebrows for sure.
Yeah, it's when you put it in those sort of terms, you go, right, okay, that's a large chunk of power that you're losing straight away in just battery power. So yeah, I think next year is going to be, especially for the game, don't know what it's going to be like in real life, but especially for the game, that's going to change some racing.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Pound saying in the chat, oh no, I spun in the pit lane. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think the Brazil pit lane is easy to make a grave mistake as Codcamper boxers.
So those people that have gone onto the hards are probably a wise choice to go straight onto because of how quickly it's you come out the pit lane and you're going straight into corner. They warm up extremely quickly around here. So yeah, that was probably a really, really good move there to go straight onto the hards. Even though it has just rained, it's still a decent move because you could get temperature straight into those hards. They're going to last longer. And we might...
DRS enabled.
Might potentially, depending on how far the hards go, I can't remember how far they go, might see some softs at the end.
Yeah, they wear it, I think, roughly 4.2% a lap. So they may be able to even go to the end. Yeah, I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
it depends on the gap, so doesn't it? It does. You know, if someone behind is catching extremely quickly, it may pay to just go straight onto the mediums or straight onto the
Oh, we've
softs.
had an incident. Killian has had an incident caused the yellow flag there.
Has he got
He's
himself
got
going
wing
again?
damage.
Ah, as he has managed to get himself going again.
The fucking master. I can't say it without. Right, we're gonna. Right, the man in P7. Oh my. Oh, it's an incident there. That's
Start calling him
Padge.
Masters. He's the only one here that's called
Yeah.
that's got Masters. Start calling him Masters.
Right, Masters gets a 3 second penalty as well as that guy, as well as Padge. No attempts on the hards, core 4 laps, says Deton. Yeah, I'll say Snipes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying there now, Deton. Okay, yeah. That could be generally because it's just rained. Um, from my experience, especially with my setup, if you were to have pitted to the hards, they do warm up extremely quickly. So yeah, that might be just because it's just rained.
Yeah.
Hmm, interesting. Killian going onto the soft tires. Do you mean to choose that, or is he going fastest lap? And no, does he know something that we don't?
Perhaps he does.
As long as that man knows that we don't. Hmm. So I have just noticed. Sorry, I'm just looking back up through the leaderboard. I have just noticed Codcamper. He's got himself up to P3.
Yeah, he's had an amazing race so far, not to tempt fate. Yeah, going from P13 to P3. Yeah, looking to be another podium for him if he does, alongside being his 147th start. It's his 54th. It would be his 54th podium in his 123rd points finish. As the McLarens tangled together, that's some wing damage as well coming off as Padge letting them through.
Oh, okay. Not really too sure what I just watched there, but okay, I'm not going to comment on that. But okay, yeah, well, yeah, I think I'll leave that out.
Yeah. As Willow seems to be setting the pace. He's done a 20, no, a 14. Is that a 14.0? Just cut off
Yeah,
by something
yeah.
there.
So
You have a
you've got
bit of a yellow flag
14.
set to 2.
Yes, yeah, 14.0. Willow has managed to do all of his hard work in the rain, which has given him a buffer of 3.2 seconds at the moment. So he's done all of his hard work in the rain with that early pace. He's managed to go in, pit, not make any mistakes, and just set lap after lap after lap. So right now, this is where Willow is his most dangerous, is when he's sat back comfortable. Because
Indeed.
that gap now uh, will probably just slowly go up because Willow isn't thinking about defending, he isn't thinking about attacking, he's just racing at his own pace now, and that's when Willow is at his most dangerous.
Just want to say in the meantime, Codcamper got a track limits penalty, and also Willow goes faster than 12.8. And Killian has had another incident, meaning he's unfortunately dropped back to P13.
Yes, he has. I have noticed as well. Yeah, Killian has now gone back onto the hard tires. So he was on the soft tires for a little bit. He has now gone onto the hard tires. So he's obviously gone in, had the wing changed, come on softs for a little bit, and then gone on to the hard. So Killian right now will probably go to the end. The medium runners will more than likely have to pit again. So he could potentially make up 2 places here. As that guy pits, probably to get that front wing changed.
Yeah, Nico saying, John lost by going early, will struggle to go to the end. He threw that away. It's an interesting one to think about.
Nope. All right, bear with. Wait there a minute. I'll just go run downstairs, give me a drink. So if you take it away.
Yeah, no worries about it. We've seen a flurry of things. John now setting the fastest time at 12.2, as we think we saw another penalty as well. Fair through few 3-second penalties going on. It seems to be a very strategical race here, but there's a fight here for P6 on track between Masters and Jakob. One of our few pockets of, many, I should say, pockets of fights here for a position. So the ayahuasca in 7th lurking behind them as well. But to go further up, we've also got John catching Codcamper in P3, and then Codcamper catching Deflated Wii in P2. And then, yeah, Masters unfortunately falling out of the DRS there. We've also got Rothwell catching Killian.
I am back in the room.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I was just drinking, so my reaction wasn't as enthusiastic as I would have liked.
That's right. Sorry,
But
I
I'm
just had to
improving
run
that fastest
downstairs.
lap to a 12.4 as well. Not to worry about it, man. No worries.
Oh, they are. It just seems to be consistently coming through the stream. They're going to watch this back and go, it's been lap after lap, fastest lap.
It really has been. I think the pace is just changing so much.
Yeah, as the track dries out, they're just going to be going faster and faster and faster. It's good to see though. It is really good to see. I mean, lap 18, they're still setting, well, pretty much quality pace. That's lated way now. Second penalty. Right, okay. John gets a wriggle on here. That's changed things a little bit. Oh yeah, this is that
John is
yesterday.
Oh, that guy goes fastest lap again, but John is currently P3 on track. Oh no, he's not.
Not yet.
No, he is. He's within that 3-second gap to Codcamper. But is he P2? I can't tell.
He is, yeah. So he's he's currently 1.5 behind Deflated Wii. Because John is now within a second of a Codcamper. And Codcamper is just in a second of Deflated Wii. So he is currently net P2. And it seems to be he's got the afterburners on because he's deployed a lot of pace here. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting middle part of the race. This.
It will be indeed.
Never ever count this man out, ever. As I did hear as well in the practice lobby that he isn't overly fond of this track on this game. Our dear old John. So that's interesting to hear, considering he's doing really, really well. So
yeah, he's definitely showing some good pace. He's now within that DRS too. Codcamper and Deflated Wii. I think the afterburners are actually on, she was saying.
yeah, I think what he's done there very cleverly. What he's done there, and just tried to stay with both of them, because right now he doesn't need to overtake him. He can just sit with him.
Yeah, I mean, and what he's done there is he's really just put the pace on. If anybody got the reference, let me know. But he's really just showing that pace. I mean, Nico's saying that he may have made the wrong call going early, but maybe he's holding on with those tyres.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna have now? He's got 15 laps left to go. Yeah, oof. Corner after corner. He could brave it. I dread to think what tire percentage he's going to be on right now. Who else is on the same age tires? You got Wizard Mitten and Thomas on the same age tires, and so's Deton. Deton reporting early on that there's no grip on these tires. So providing that he hasn't ruined them, because there's a lot of heavy traction zones here, especially getting out like the last corner. That's a heavy traction zone. Yeah,
Just to break in there, Johnny, deflated wing Codcamper fighting up for position. Codcamper took P2 but briefly and has been overtaken by deflated wing. It's a close fight here, but it's only in Codcamper and deflated wing's interest to fight each other. John is most likely best to sit back, save his tyres, and stay within 3 second gap.
yeah. I think you're 100% right there. And to be honest, he's a very smart driver. As as of what I said about Willow earlier on, as he is quietly in a massive gap now. The last I looked, that gap was at 3.2 seconds. It's now at 6.6, 6.7. So yeah, as this is exactly what I was trying to say earlier. As Willow gets comfortable, that's when he's most dangerous.
Still a very close battle between the two here through the centre S's. Deflated wing Codcamper slightly into that curb there, but the space is maintained. That'll be one for me and Steely to look at the stewards, but it's a close battle between these two for position here for P3, as it essentially means. It's very close. Get a view from John's perspective. They're still fighting for it.
This will probably continue to the end, to be honest. Because if they were to just sit one behind each other, John will have them both. So the best thing in my eyes that they can do is just continue to keep swapping. Not that John's going to go for like a lunge. He's got no reason to. He has no reason to go for a lunge. He could quite easily sit behind him, like you say, save his tires, save his fuel, and just watch these two DRS in. If they didn't, the pace difference would be massive. So you'll just end up with John making a move that you probably wouldn't want to make a move.
Nico is saying ATP at this point make a new tier for Willow too fast. Fair enough. He's very good. Bit of a snap there as well for deflated wing. This part of the track here between turns 4 and 6 always looks so much narrower than it actually is.
Yes, it is. And it's one of those you go offline, it punishes you massively. As Deton is reporting in the chat that it is minimal tire wear on the hards. So yeah, John is currently, as he does now make a move on deflated Wii. But he is just out of DRS. Okay, right, okay. So is that deflated we basically signaling that he's now starting to struggle on his tires, fighting with Codcamper? Or
Perhaps, although John has 3 lap older tyres, so let's see whether those tyres will have any effect.
maybe. But then again,
Oh, deflated. We actually started just going off the track a bit there on turn 4.
as Codcamper seems to have lost a lot of ground there, as he's now fallen back behind John.
Special mention to whoever this back marker is because they've got some good pace right now. The mediums.
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
and not back marker. I apologise. Is doing well on those new mediums. I thought briefly he was actually in the leaders fight. Well, the podium fight here, but he was ghosted. Willow setting another fastest lap. He's really got the pace here today.
Yeah, he's very much setting the pace and now commanding lead at the moment as he's
9.8 seconds.
yeah. Just about to mention that as he has snuck that lead all the way up to 9.8 seconds. Yeah, it's but and I will keep saying it. That is simply because he isn't attacking and he isn't defending. He is running his own race.
Yeah, just to mention, Willow is just looking at his perspective. He's over a pit stop. He's over a pit stop from P5. Box has come out P4. Oh no, P5 I think.
As there is now 11 laps. He started, so he's got 10 laps left to go. So yeah, he's in a commanding position. That's for damn sure.
It's crazy to see them. But as we got 9 laps to go, no, 10 laps to go actually. It seems to be rather strategical race at this point. Most drivers, outside of this fight, we're spectating here, just managing their race.
Hmm. Yeah, this is the point now where you'll see people start like ease off before the corners. It'd be very gentle on the tires coming onto the celebration. So yeah, for us, it's very much just watching a management race at this time into the last closing laps.
Agreed. It is just about nursing the car home unless you're in a fight as Rothwell gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, track limits related.
So I'm looking down through the leaderboard. You got a few people that have had to pit again for mediums. So yeah, the mediums do drop off fairly quickly around here. So it's one of those. But I'd rather the race be like this, having a wet start and it be about strategy and, you know, it's sort of mind games rather than just because if this was dry from start to finish, it would have quite literally been a straight line till about 16, lap 16, I reckon. You would have had pretty much no overtaking. So for us, the fact that they had a little bit of rain has thrown it right into the mix. Good to see.
Yeah, good to see indeed. .com. As we, I'm a references man this evening. We'll see Codcamper continue chasing down. I just wanted to also notice, Johnny, that the gap between P1 and P2 is around 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's steadily climbed.
I think that's a mention in itself at this point.
These top
I won't
four,
say any more though now.
these top four have disappeared from the likes of P5 downwards. There's some large gaps out there. And that's down to when people pitted, when it was going from wet to dry. That's pace related. So all of these lot are not that far off each other's pace. So to see these huge gaps, that goes to show you can really, really make or break your race just from either pitting too early or too late. When it
So
goes,
when, in retrospect, when do we think the right lap to pit was? When Willow did 15 laps ago.
I think Willow got it spot on. Yeah,
Lap 13.
yeah. I think Willow got it spot on because he lost no time, if anything, gained time from when he pitted off the inters to go onto the dries. So yeah, I think he got it absolutely spot on.
That guy getting a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well.
That might be followed by a retire. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. He may slip on the soft tires and go for a fastest lap just for a little bit of actually.
Although I hope if he would like to serve that penalty, he did. I got a 10-second penalty, unfortunately, in the assist here race, and it didn't let me serve it when I pit it. It just it didn't take it off it. I don't know. It was rather strange, but move on, and we are on lap 29 right now.
Yeah, I've had a couple weird ones recently. I have had a couple weird penalties.
Yeah, it wasn't the penalty that was particularly weird. It was just the fact it didn't get taken off.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to give credit to Jack, who's in P10. Though he is getting lapped by our leaders here. He's battling with Chivers for P10. I think this could be his best result in no assist so far.
Yep,
battling
props
to
to him.
P10 and P11, so congratulations, man.
For those
improving all the time.
For those who are unaware who Jack is, he's recently changed his Xbox name or PC name, and it used to be Wizard Mitten, as I previously said earlier. I didn't realise. So, yeah, Jack is Wizard Mitten.
Edge of the Sea battle here for P10 Jack and Chivers. Jack's got the 1 lap tyre advantage on the hard, so he has it in his favour in theory.
Yeah, oh yeah, he definitely does. Yeah, no, he does have it in his favour because those mediums, I would imagine, probably won't last too much longer. So they will start to drop off. Providing he can just stay with him, they will start to drop off. So he already has the position. Yeah. He'll be just doing it for the sake of, I want the position on track. Skillian gets now the fastest lap on those mediums. Fresh mediums, I'd imagine. Sorry. Yep, fresh mediums. That gap continues to climb. So John right now will be doing 26 laps on hard if he goes to the end.
I'm just currently trying to research if this is truly Jack's best result in the league so far. Just to, more or less to double check. Just going through the SimRoster website currently.
Nope, hang on. Sorry, I think my controller batteries decided to do a delete. No, they didn't.
Not to worry.
That's better. I've got sound back now.
Good. Sorry, that's a reference if anyone didn't get it. If you watch a lot of Tim Marduk, you'd understand. But yeah, just going through the results. Jack DNF'd in the first race. No assist. This feature race, he DNF'd in the second race. Unfortunately, this first 2 races weren't too good for him. Last round at Monza, he got 14th, so this would be his best ever finish, 10th place currently.
Fair play to him.
Fair play, yeah.
As Nico is saying, didn't he say he was not feeling good? No. No, that was Powen.
Yeah, that was Powen.
Yeah.
And he's not in the session anyways.
Yeah, Powen wasn't feeling very well and decided to retire.
Also, Jack's car isn't driving like an AI. His steering's not very robotic. Like, it doesn't have, I don't know what to call it, like the jittery steering movements the AI have. Like, the wheel doesn't smoothly, like, move. It, like,
yeah.
As you can see. Although due to stream today, you can see he has quite a smooth wheel movement, which would be like an AI. The gap between P1 and P2 has now gone up to 11.1 seconds.
Willow hasn't backed off at any point, has he? He's decided to continue to push on.
I think Jack's struggling though because Chivers has got DRS on the cars ahead, the lapped cars he's had to let go ahead. So they're in some sort of de facto DRS train with the leaders.
And someone we haven't mentioned in a while is Padge has now got DRS. Finally, now has DRS to Deton.
Oh yeah, I did not notice that.
Yeah, he's made up quite a bit of ground because he was quite far back from Deton beforehand. Our
And
league, one of our league owners, or managers,
Deton. Oh no, Padge. I think
Padge.
Padge plays a major role in the league's governance, although our league owner is a man called Ross.
Yep.
But yeah, that is interesting. He's sadly just fallen out that 1.4 seconds range. I guess we should call it the JONNYB and Tacit curse.
Yeah.
Struck again.
Yeah. If I just stare out the window into our garden, that way I can't curse anyone. Then I won't be able to strike again. Will I?
Yeah. Also, just mention Jack has lost DRS. We'll go back to the leaders.
Yeah. So if
Deton's saying he's got front wing damage.
So if we go back up to the leaders, someone we haven't seen in a while actually is Willow, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of movement here between Deflated Wii and Codcamper, even though they are racing now officially for position. As I think they've got the same amount of penalties, aren't they? So
I'm not sure if I can check. Am I allowed to show penalties on stream?
I think you can show. Actually,
I'll show them.
Don't, just in case. I think you are. Oh,
Oh,
no,
it's a
there
bit.
you are. Too late. Yeah, I'm showing it briefly.
So I think I'll be getting in big trouble.
No. I've got a funny feeling. I think you can, and it's absolutely fine. The one thing you definitely can't show is the heads display, where how much battery deployment and all that lot you've got. I know you definitely can't do that. Oh, Corgi confirms it. We're allowed. Yeah, we're allowed to.
Nah, just focus on the stream. That's why you have co-streamers. Oh wait, in-game pen gestures you
can.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Corgi. We got it. Oh wait. Oh, are you doing that thing? Yep. You're just doing the Corgi humour.
Okay. I do like Corgi's humour.
It's really good. I can't tell what I like more, Corgi's humour or his dog. Corgi, is that a yes, by the way?
I think it was yes.
Stop, I'll blush. The dog. Yeah, I love your dog.
But as we do have, sorry to butt in there, as we do have Willow coming out the final corner to come up to the line to start his final lap, as these guys are battling away in the last sector. That's how far ahead Willow is.
Sorry about the stream issues, I'm just looking over. So yeah, so far a dominant victory here by Willow. 10.8 seconds, roughly 11, perhaps as he crosses the line.
Certainly defined that this win was definitely decided in the wet. If he didn't make that pace advantage in the wet, he wouldn't have been up.
Oh, he's had an incident. He felt that bump we were talking about earlier, and that is, he's confirmed to be P4 as it stands. That means Deflated we should be getting a podium. Unfortunately down from pole, but David takes the fastest lap on those softs. There for Willow, rounding turn 12. JONNYB, I think we can say it. He's won the race.
Yes, I can. Yeah. Now he's out the final corner. Yeah. On 24
he's
lap
won the race.
Well, it will be by the time he crosses the line. 24 lap the old tyres. As John managed to hold on to P2. 26 lap old tyres.
Nico summed it up perfectly. Champion's drive from Willow. Yeah, this really was an absolutely dominant victory. From I'd say lap 13 to finish.
Yeah, it's been a solid drive. Actually, to be honest, I'm just gonna throw credit to all of them because it has the gaps were only the gaps that you're seeing on screen now are only defined on when they decided to pit, when they decided to come off the inters to go onto the hard tires or the dry slicks. So else the gaps would have been a hell of a lot smaller than what they are now. So yeah, everyone top to bottom drove brilliantly, to be honest.
Absolutely. As Killian leaves the session, and we'll go through the order in Park Ferme. Cod finished with a. Oh, he got a puncture. Did well. Well done to getting P4 then.
Ah, right. Okay, so they were that close to puncture territory. That's interesting.
Yeah, well done to Willow. That was an amazing win. Well done to everybody. Yeah, unfortunately for Killian, that is his worst result so far. He's been getting some strong results as challenging at the front, but not what he would have wanted today.
No, no, no. Well said. Um, yeah, like I've said, these guys,
My apologies, Killian.
yeah, these guys they're all very quick. So it's difficult. You make a mistake here, you do pay a heavy price.
It is what it is, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah, Deton saying, welcome to the being at the towards the further back of the grid, Killian. Welcome to my world as well as a few others, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So the in-game driver of the day goes to Chivers. I would have thought it would have been Codcamper, but I suppose Chivers more than overtakes. But here it is. This is your finishing order for the race. Oh,
Oh, there we are.
it's not letting me take pictures of some things, but that should be it.
Yeah, if
See,
you've got it
Willow
on
wins the race
screen,
today.
yeah.
Yeah, all good. Don't belong there respectfully. Yeah, fair enough. We all have what we can do, and we're all pushing what we can do. And that is the stream today, folks.
Yes.
You've got Willow, Willow and Socks, although that may be subject to change. But realistic tier on Thursday, and then you've got Deflated Wee and Snacks, unless that's subject to change as well on Sunday for the assist tier here, which me and JONNYB will be racing in.
Uh,
And
Sunday
that
should
is
be
all.
fun.
It's a goodbye from me. Goodbye.
And it is a very much good evening, goodbye from me, maybe.
Thank you, everyone, and good night.